All right, good morning, everybody. How are you? We are at pattern-collections.com, and we're going to tackle a hard one today. Are you guys ready? Buckle yourselves in. Pattern focus is where we're going to go. Remember, this is a website, not an app. So just go to the website, pattern-collections.com. Scrolling down to, so the last one, we did all or nothing day. And the last one we did the too tired to think. That was the nothing part of all or nothing day. Then today we're going to do the ready to tackle the world pattern, which is the all day. And this is one heck of a pattern. So nobody else has done a video on it. I even checked to see, because sometimes we don't have them all the videos linked in here. So I did a quick Google search, and yeah, nobody has done a video on it, because this is a really hard pattern. So I did some practice, and this is what we're aiming for. That right there. And if it looks hard, it's because it is. First, that we have to do a lot in pencil. So the first thing we do in pencil is make this hexagon type of grid. That wasn't so bad. You'll notice, and this is something I noticed after I practiced a couple of times, is that these are equilateral triangles. And that's important. I discovered that that is very important. And then optionally, you can go back in after you've drawn these and draw a line on either side of that line that you first drew to create this little triangle in the middle. That was helpful. Or you can do without those lines and do these triangles here. And then we do this little arm coming out of the triangle to make them look like this, where there's two arms kind of meeting. So it looks like a box, sort of. And then it's got you putting these lines in first, but then it shows you doing these lines. I would do it the other way around. Put these lines in first, these bits, and then do this. Either that, because it's hard to tell that they've, on here, you can see it, but it's hard to tell where this box thing is here. These come together, but then these, there's a space. And it was really hard for me to tell that at first. So I actually found it easier to draw this part first and then draw this line. But actually, I found a slightly easier way for me personally to figure out how to draw this. So anyway, that's how you do it. It's complex. It's very complex. And let me show you my my practice pieces. This one, I did sort of, well, I did it 100% freehand. And that's when I discovered that the triangles and these lines need to be, the triangle needs to be an equilateral triangle, because where I did it where it wasn't, like this one's not quite an equilateral triangle, and it looks a little funny, and some of my corners look odd. Yeah, it's just, some of it's just odd. And then I tried to figure out a way to end it without having a border, and I didn't like any of those solutions, so I didn't, yeah, just no. Just no. But anyways, I just wanted to show you, this is what it would look like if you did it kind of freehand. You'll see that I did all my lines, even the first grid lines, I did them freehand. So like this one's kind of curvy because I did it freehand. This one kind of goes this way and then it comes that way. they're not straight. And you really, to make this particular one, you really need straight lines. And this one took me, I don't know, about a half hour or so to do. Well, then I did this one on a big 8 by 10, 8.5 by 11 page, and it's not going to all fit in the frame, but you can see that it's much better. However, so I used my ruler, I spaced everything out. That was awesome. I did the extra lines on both sides of this line, so everything is straight. And it took me absolutely forever. Now, this is a big page. Granted, it's a much bigger page than the other one, but it's only like twice the size of the other sketchbook for paper size, and it took me like 5 times longer to draw it. It took me like all day yesterday to play with that. So I was trying to think of a way to do it slightly easier. Now, I don't know if it's going to be easier or not, but I came up with something in the middle of the night, so that's what I'm going to try on this one. There we go. So, make sure that this light is all the way up so I can see really good. Let's see, is this a square piece of paper? That's my first question. 5.5 by 5.5. So, yes, it is. Good. Okay, so we are going to, let's do a 1/2 inch border all the way around. Okay, so I'm going to do a 1/2 inch border all the way around just to start. I hope you can see. I don't want to be zoomed in too far because I don't want to be off screen, but I want you to be able to see everything. I wasn't going to do all these construction lines. I thought, oh, this is going to make a really long video. But it's the construction lines that make it work. So I thought, well, no, I really should do the construction line. So I'm going to, first thing, I'm going to go ahead and make myself a nice fat border. Where is my brush pen? I like a brush pen border. Now, I don't mind a woggly line because of my hand, a hand-drawn woggly line. That's because you see my lines are not straight because it is a hand-drawn product, but this particular pattern really needs a thoughtful thing. So we're at 4.5. Do I want to do 1/2 inch lines, or do I want to do 1 inch lines? 1/2 inch lines will take longer. And yeah, let's just do 1 inch lines. Okay, so that'll be 2 1/4 for the middle, right? If it's 4.5, then 2 1/4 is the middle. So first thing I'm going to do is make myself a middle line. And I'm actually drawing my lines fairly dark today. Usually I draw them so you guys hardly see them, but they really need to be kind of dark today. And then from that, I'm going to do 1 inch. One-inch lines. Actually, that's going to be not very many. No, we're going to go with back with 1/2 inch. Trying to think. Yeah, no, that's fine. It'll give you guys enough of a, excuse me, enough of an idea of how to do this. Okay. All right, so first do the lines going horizontally. Can you see them all? This one's a little light. Draw that one again. Okay, first do horizontal lines. That's step 1. Now, very important, you're gonna need a compass, because your triangles need to be equilateral triangles, meaning that they need a 60-degree angle. So however you do them, they need a 60-degree angle. If you just started drawing triangles, you know, oh, that looks about right, and you just kind of did them freehand, which is what I did the first time, they look close, but they're not going to be quite right, and things are going to be thrown off. So what you need is a compass. I'm going to use my circle maker. I'm going to put 0 along this line. It doesn't really matter. To me, it doesn't really matter if my triangles have half triangles on the edges. They're going to have half triangles on the edges anyways. So I'm just going to start this guy right in the middle on my middle line. Can you guys see that? I went on my middle line. And then I'm going to do a mark at 60 degrees. Because you need a 60-degree angle in there. Okay. I'm just going to mark it like that. And then another 60 degrees, which is at 120. Once you have that established, let me get rid of these because that will just confuse me. Once you have that established, that is a 60 degrees, which is creating you a right angle, a equilateral triangle. Then you can, so this triangle here is now an equilateral triangle, as is this one. Now we can just move out from there and make more equilateral triangles. So then I go out 1 inch, following that line exactly. Why is that not on that line? Something's not quite right. It should crisscross. They should crisscross in the same place. So I'm a little bit off with my ruler, just ever so slightly. There we go. That's got to have the right angle though. Okay. If you have a regular protractor, you could use that as well to verify that you have your degrees. But so this should, if I stick this there at 0 along this line, then when I go over to 60, it should be on that straight. Yep. I want to go over here to 120. Nope, I'm a little off. It needs to be here. Okay. I'm a little off. I want to be on the correct angle. There we go. Now I'm on the correct angle. Now I can go over 1 inch. And it should cross there, right? And there on those lines. I didn't go up far enough here. And I didn't go down all the way to the end of that one. Need to do that. Follow up with your lines. Okay. Same thing over here. Line that up. Go 1 inch over. It should line me up. Oh, because that's not on the right line. Gosh darn it. Okay. Which one was the right angle? That one. Okay. And then that. And that. Okay. Then go the other way. Which should line up, if you got your angles right, it should line up right there where they intersect. Right, like that. Okay, so now I have, oops, I didn't go this way. Right there where they intersect. And again here at that same angle. Okay. There we go. You guys see it? That's the hardest part. Getting that straight is the hardest part. And as you can see, that took me the longest. Now, I could go in here. Let me zoom you in a little bit. I could go in here and make these lines on both sides of this one so that I know where this triangle is supposed to go. And I can measure that out. Okay, all the way along. But I found that I was having troubles then figuring out this box shape. I think what I want to do is decide that my box shape is going to be here, here, and here. And I'm going to draw my box. I'm going to draw my box first. No, that's not going to work either. That was where I thought my shortcut was going to go, was that I was going to draw my box first. But that's not going to work, because I don't know how big my triangles are going to be if I do that. Oh, fudge puppy. Oh, nope. You just have to draw these other lines. So decide how big or small your triangle is going to be. And just come in here and draw these lines. Is that right? Yeah, that'll be right. Okay, if I do 1/2 inch, I'm just going to make bigger arms and smaller triangles. That's right. Okay. But just make yourself lines that you can see, because that was the other problem I had, is that I made myself lines that I couldn't see. Okay, so one on one side of that line and one on the other side of that line. Oops. And make sure you're making them the size you need them to be. So through my ruler, that's what's nice about this this ruler, is that it's clear. So through my ruler I'm lining up this line. So I'm going over 2. You could go over 1. I'm going over 2. Make a nice big one. I'm lining up that line. Can you even see that? Through the ruler I can see the line below it, and I'm just lining that line up with that line. Okay, and then you do that going the other way. I think I made my line too big. I did. I'm not going to have a very big triangle. I made that line too big because I was going off of what I drew here, which is not accurate. All right, folks. See, this is the problem I had before, is the construction. Once I got the construction down, the drawing was fine. So we're gonna go back here and make these smaller, because I made that too wide. Okay, let's go back in and make these nice and bold, because I don't want to lose them. If they're too light, I can't see them through my ruler. Okay, and these going this way. I'm just telling you, this is one heck of a pattern. It's not completely impossible, but it is definitely not a beginner pattern. Okay, so I've got that back. Let's do a smaller. So instead of doing it 2 things in, I'm only going to go 1 in. That's better. There. So I liked these guidelines in the optional step 2. They really did help. When I tried just doing it freehand, it didn't go well. Okay, that's better. And then this way. That. And like this. And like this. This is going to be a really long video, you guys. You might want to fast forward through this part now that you understand how it's done, or rather not done. Now that you've learned from me what to do or not to do, you may fast forward and get to the next step. I am tempted on this one, just on this one, to try. There's some software, editing software. I don't usually edit, and there's some editing software I thought I might try. And maybe I can do that and just fast forward through this part. We'll see what happens. If you never see it, then I didn't do it. But I might. I just might. Sure, I'm straight. And then you have to do that on the ones going this way too. See, when you don't make your line dark enough, then it's hard to see through your ruler. You need to make it dark enough to see through your ruler. This clear ruler is invaluable for something like this. Absolutely would suggest getting one. I believe this one came from the drafting section. This is the brand, Westcott. Absolutely invaluable. Okay, so now we have that. Make sure you can see all your lines. If you can't see your lines clear, go through them again. A couple that I think are a little too light from when I did that erasing. Just make sure you can see them all nice and clear. Okay, so now we can draw our triangles. So now you just want to draw in there. Where's our... Be careful not to go past this line. Don't go to one of the other lines. Make sure you stay within your triangle. I did that accidentally even on the one that I did with all my carefully planned out thing. I didn't do it right. Draw your triangles. Doesn't matter too much if your inside lines are a little wonky, like that one went a little curvy. As long as your corners of your triangles end where they're supposed to end. Okay? Very important. I just don't want to go past those lines. I'm being very, very careful. Because where I goofed up was where my ink went further. Somehow I'd gone to this line instead of this line. That didn't work. And keep turning your tile to make the drawing process easier for you. This might be a two-parter. I'm going to have to edit it anyway because it's very long. My camera can only record for just under an hour at one time. So I will have to turn off and turn on my camera. Not worrying about that one. I can't see where it is. I'm just placing my dots so that I can come in here and just draw without worrying about where the corners are. I can just do all of them, all one direction, and then turn my page and do all the rest, all one direction. You guys still see I'm not off the camera? Trying really hard not to be off camera. It's hard. Okay, that worked really well. Let me do that again. See, that confused me. I had that extra line in there. From when I erased. Okay, and in here, there will be a little piece of the triangles right there. And the same here. That one and that one. Right? Yes. Something's not right there. That's not a triangle. Need to go that way. We'll never see it, right? Nobody knows but you and me that that was not quite accurate. Try not to do it at this end, because it would be easy to do. Okay. Alrighty. There's that part. Now's a good time to pause the video and edit, because it's going to be too long of a video for one take. All right, so I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to push pause and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully that was seamless transition. Now is where I was having troubles with this little making, let's see, where's my pencil? Making this sort of shape that they wanted us to make, like that. I was having troubles with it. Oop, wrong direction. I was having troubles with this. So what I did was I made my lines for my box piece. And then I did this, because I wanted my box to line up. Every single one of these had a straight across, like that. And then I drew my box. So here, so that has a spot there and a spot there. And then this one has a spot here. No, that's not right. That's not right. This one here has a spot here going across this way, and a spot here going across this way. And then this one has a spot here going across this way and here going across this way. That way it makes a cube. Do you see the cube? That's what I did on each one. So I went across, straight across, straight across. Each one of these triangles has their own straight across. Something's not right here. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. No, that's right. Okay. Then the box goes like this. Like that. Each box is like that. Something doesn't seem right there. Don't know why. I don't know why. Should be right. Okay, let's try again. We're going to go this way, and this way, and that way, and that way, and that way, and that way. And then this, and this, and this. And we're making that part, this part, and this part. That way, that way, that way, that way, that way, and that way. There, there, and there. And we're making a box that goes this way, and this way, and this way. Oops, you didn't see that last one. I was too zoomed in. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, let me just draw those few boxes first. And then we're going to move on to the next one. So let's go here, and here, and here. And we're going to go here, and here, and here. Here, here, that way, and that way. There's that, and a line like that, and a line like that, and a line like that. I didn't go into the corner. Shame on me. Oh, fudge. See? It's really easy to goof up this one. I went past my corner. Oh well. It's just super easy to goof up this one. That's why I'm doing all this stuff in pencil. So we're going this direction, and this direction, and we're making a line that goes like this, and like this. And we're making one that goes like this, and like that, and we're making one that goes like this, and like that. So it's a V shape It's a V shape, a V shape, and a V shape, and a line, and a line, and a line. Without making all the whole box. This is the shape they want you to make from the step out. This one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, this one. But I was having troubles with this. It's not horribly difficult. You decide which way you want to do it. I was finding it easier to draw these shapes first and then go this way and this way. And then across here to make that line, and across here to make that angle, and across here to make this angle, and across here to make that angle. Just make sure all your cubes are going in the same direction. I made one set of cubes going a different direction in my play, and that really goofed everything up. So don't do that. This one's going this way with a angle. No. This angle goes like that, and this angle goes like that. And then this one's coming down here, and this angle is coming this way, and this angle is coming that way. All right, let's draw those. Because this is so geometric, and because your eye knows what a box should look like, you really notice every stinking flaw. Which is why I like organic patterns, because organic patterns, rather than structured patterns, your eye doesn't notice flaws. The flaws disappear because your brain doesn't have a preconceived notion of what it's supposed to look like. Your brain knows what a box shape should look like, and so when your box doesn't look like a box, it knows. Your brain knows. Something's wrong with that one, because that's not going to line up. We'll have to fix that. I'm still somehow off. So even with my being measuring, I can see that somehow I'm not exactly precise. And I'm not, yeah. You might want to draw this on graph paper, maybe? That would be a good place to practice. Okay. like that. So far so good. I'm making good progress here. So now I need to make a box that goes this way. That's the center. Goes this way and this way. Goes like that. Goes like that. Goes like that. This one goes this way, and this one goes that way. Oh, I didn't draw that leg of that triangle. So then this one will be just the corner of that. And this one will be what did I do wrong here? I did something wrong over here. I drew that on the wrong line. It was supposed to be over here. That's why it looks funny. Okay. No. What did I do wrong over here? I did something wrong over here. I did it here too. Oh, what did I do wrong? You guys figure it out for me. I did something wrong over here because when I finished, I should have this width of a beam, and it should have the side of the triangle, a middle line, and the side of the triangle. When I come over here, I have the side of the triangle, middle line, and then another line, and then another side of a triangle. I've done something wrong over here, which is why things look weird. Wondered why that one looked weird. Okay, well, no way to really fix that. It is what it is. So how am I going to make this? Which one is this? Have I decided was the center line? Decided that one's the center line. So it's going to go this way and that way. Whatever the rest of it does, I don't know. See what I mean about this being a very difficult pattern? And I thought I had practiced enough that I had it down, and I still didn't have it down. I somehow made an extra line over there. And then I followed it, because I made a line. Don't do that. Just don't do that. That's why this one looks weird. It's way wider than it needs to be. I wonder how I can fix that. Because all my triangles too small. They need to come over to here. But then that's not a triangle. I don't know what to do to fix that. I can't fix that. I shouldn't have made that line in pen. The weird thing down here is that this is correct. It's correct here, but it's not correct here. This one, I'm wrong all the way along. This one is just wrong once. So I'm going to fix that one. This, I have no idea what to do with this mess. I've made a mess out of it. I've just made a mess out of it. Okay, so it's going to go this way, and this way. And this is going to come this way, and this is going to come this way. And this one's going to go this way, and this way. And that one's going to go that way. You don't see the rest of that. Okay, so this goes this direction, and this direction. And you see this one and that one. You see this one and that one. And you see part of that one. Okay, this way, and this way. And you see this one and that one. You see part of that one. And I'm going to make it go here because that's where it should be. I don't know what to do with this triangle because it's not really a triangle anymore. It's just weird. Don't know what to do. Okay, well, we're just going to leave it because I don't know how to fix it. Okay, now we can do the other lines. We're not done yet, people. We are not done yet. So you're meant to go here, and then here, and here, like that. Just like so, crossed here and then in here and in here. Okay, so we're going to do that. And this corner is just a disaster. Pretend it doesn't exist. Just like that. So go down to about here, and this way and that way, over to about there, this way and this way, down. Oh, fudge. That was supposed to go this way and this way. Maybe I'll just cut my page. Can I cut my page? Can I pretend that just doesn't exist? Because I just did that one wrong too. That's why I did that part first. I did this in here because that was easier for me to figure out where to go next. This part. Because if I start drawing here, then I go too far. Learn from my mistakes. This is... Am I ready to tackle the world? I'm not sure that I am. I don't know how to fix this mess over here. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Pardon me. Hopefully I covered my microphone enough that that wasn't too loud in your ear. I apologize. Little V, then that line. Little V, then that line. The little V, that line. This line will go that way. There's a little V here, and that line, and a little V there, and that line, and a little V there. So that's basically following that girder there. This is meant to be this way. This one's missing one, and this one is missing one. Oh, I'm missing the whole box over here. Let's see. The middle is that line, so it would be this one and that one and that one. So it would be coming this way and this way somehow. Okay. Something like that. Something like that. And like that. Oh, I'm missing one here. Did I get them all? Nope. Missing one there. Missing one here. Missing one there. Boy, I did not do this in any sort of logical fashion, did I? Missing one here. Okay, now did I get them all? Looks like it. Missing one there. Okay, now I'm going to erase. Gee, look how long this is. This is a really long video. And I want to see if I can do something to disguise that mess in this corner by perhaps I'm not going to shade because I just don't have time. But I think I'm going to try to fix it. We're going to try this. This may be a big mistake. No, I'm not going to mess with it. I do like having a bit of shading on that to give it some something. How can I do that quickly? Let me look at the sample. Sample was digitally colored. I'm just gonna leave it. You guys can figure out what it should look like when it's colored. I'm not going there. I'm done. I'm cooked. This one was called and this was All or Nothing Day. I want to shade. All right, I'm going to shade. I want to shade here. And I want to shade here. I wasn't going to shade. I was going to give up. I looked up at it and went, no, don't give up on it, Dawn. Don't give up. You can do it. Okay, and then on this triangle, it needs to go this way. Okay. Do I have them all? I think so. Go on each side of the triangle. 1, 2, 3. Got them all. Oop. And do these. I skipped a row. I missed one. And this is smudging really easy because I used the really soft 6B pencil. All right, it really needed that. As much as I didn't want to do it, it really needed that. That looks better. Okay, now I think I'm done. You guys have a great day. This was such a challenge. I've been here a very long time. I'm going to see what I can do about editing. For sure, I have to edit these two clips into one. But maybe I can also speed up some of the parts. Do a little speed up. I don't usually do that, but this is way long. Way, way long. I'll see what I can do. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Do something nice for someone today. I am done for the day. This was the all-in day. That for sure. If you want to pick the all or nothing day and you want to do something easier, go with the nothing. Just saying. Anyways, I will see you guys on the next video next week. Have a great day. Bye-bye.